No, still can't hear. Hold on a minute. I might have to go out and come back in if y'all still can't hear. What is going on? I don't I'm muted. I mean, I was steady to talk running my mouth. So let me just start from the beginning so I can give my shout outs. So thank you. Child, I'm just so Nessa, we got Nessa in the building. Thank you so much for the gift. I did receive it. Allie, what's up? What's going on? Tell baby I said so much. Thank you so much. And make sure you give her a kiss for me. And also, thank you so much for always. All right, I'm glad y'all can hear me now. Now I gotta start all over again to tell y'all that yeah, today is my birthday, and so what I was saying though, so I got to go back to the beginning now. I'm gonna have to edit this video. So what I was saying was that I had so a hard time. I was recording a premiere for yesterday. You probably saw it up for a minute, and then I had to snack it down because when it got to some point, you couldn't hear, and so I'm using a MacBook because my MacBook, and I really don't. So there's nothing on there really, but it works really slow. So I don't even know what's going on with it. First of all, but I need to be because I want to be more active on the channel. I need to be able to work from in here, and I need to be able to work from from the Mac. However, it took me so long to make that video yesterday because the computer was so slow, and then the premiere started and it started out fine, and then just couldn't hear anything. So I was just like, oh my goodness. And so yeah, I'm probably going to do a live for that video because it's the case of LaShonda Childs. I think that is the case that if I do it, if you have any teenagers, they need to watch that. They need to watch this case. So in the LaShonda Childs case, everybody felt her. Her mother felt her first. Based on my research, you didn't do enough because you should have nipped in the bud before things got as far as they did with her, LaShonda Childs. And I think that if you would have cut it off in the beginning, or tried to cut it off in the beginning, then she may be here today. But the age difference, that's the first thing. And then she took all of the proper steps to try to get protection. In the prosecutors, the police officers, they all failed her. And so yeah, I'm probably not going to do it as a premiere. I'm probably going to do it live. Because yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna I might just go ahead and do it live. I got everything to yeah, it is. It'll seem like it was a year ago. Yeah, I know, right? It is here. And so I did say that I was going to tell you guys some of what was going on with me for last year. So you'll know why I'm not really, in addition to my mother being in the hospital, why excuse me, why yeah, what's going on with me. I'm going to be a little vulnerable today, and share. Um, all right, give me 1 second. Check to make sure my daughter. Okay, so yeah, getting back to what I was saying. So last year, you guys know my mother was in the hospital, and I was in the hospital for close to 2 months. Last year, after 9.5 years, I found out I was married to a covert narcissist. um, if you've never, a lot of women don't know that they're with narcissists, and because I guess you have to like read up on it, but they are like chameleons. So there's different types of narcissists. My soon-to-be ex-husband was a covert narcissist. So you know how you talk to somebody and you meet them, you tell them what you're looking for in a partner, what you're going to accept, what you're not going to accept in life, and all the things. What they do is do something in the first stage is, first of all, attract empaths, right? So I'm an empath. I want to see everybody doing well, whatever. And they mirror everything that you tell them. They become the person, and you just think that you found this perfect person. But the thing is, depending on who the person is, depends on how long they can keep up the charades. I'm just saying that my soon-to-be ex-husband needs to go get a job in Hollywood because it was years. But then when you reflect and think back to some things where you might have been like, "Ooh, why did he say that?" It all makes sense when you think about it. So the very first thing that they like to do is to, or what, not that they like to do, their main objective is to protect their image. So when they step out, they're perfect. Their image is perfect. You just think this person is so well-rounded, all together, all of that, right? But they're not. They're working contradiction. So a narcissist, covert narcissist, you make, some of them use silence as a way to as their weapons of choice, if you will. And some of them become aggressive. So my soon-to-be ex-husband, he's the silent treatment guy. That's what he believes. But see, I'm nice until I'm not. I'm nice until I'm not. And so a lot of, some people think they can take my kindness as a weakness. I'm far from weak. I'm not. But what I do well is, you play a game, I can play the game with you. But I'm not going to really play the exact same game that you're playing. Trust and believe me, I know. I did need to reflect and go back and did I miss some red flags or whatever? But when I think about some things, maybe after 3 years or so, something like that, I started oh, that's odd. Me, I'm too old to be too grown to be arguing, bickering, arguing, and I pick and choose my battles. Um, and so that's just what I do. So I started noticing a pattern. Well, some days he would just come in and he wouldn't like speak for 3 to 4 days. Like he'd be going to work and he come in and he's like, just like, okay, so what's wrong with you? What happened? Somebody made me mad at work. Okay, so why you come in here with that? Like, so I'm just like, okay, well, whatever. So then it became a point where I just was like, this is beginning to be like this pattern, and it's crazy. The sad thing is, if you read up on the covert narcissists or narcissists in general, they never take accountability for anything. They will never say that they're sorry, even when they know that they're dead wrong. They will never tell you that they are sorry. My soon-to-be ex-husband would never. He wouldn't even come close to saying that he's sorry. If you're not on your toes, they might have you thinking that you said all these things and you didn't, because they like to rewrite history and they live in a delusional world, I think. But they work from a place where the devil works from. I'm just keeping it all the way 100 and for real. It's pure evil. So, my mother was in the hospital, and then I was in the hospital. But at the time I was in the hospital, it was like already, I was already over it. I had just had the tree fell through my roof. It was in the bedroom. So I was just over it. So once that was straightened out, I think I would. Tree. Did I go in the hospital after the tree or before the tree? I really can't remember right now. But I know, I saw his mask slip right in front of my face. He didn't know. I saw it like it's really crazy. Like one day I was standing having a conversation with him, but not really a conversation. And he seemed to be having this conversation. And we were talking about, he asked me something about we have a candle business. He asked me a question about it, and so I was just telling him. But in that conversation, I saw his mask slip. I ain't say nothing. I didn't even tell him that I saw it. But right before my eyes, I saw it. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, narcissists think they're the smartest people in the world. Everything they say is right, and anything you say is wrong. And then they like to rewrite history. Let me see. Is Trump? Trump is definitely a narcissist. He is. Definitely. He's never wrong. Everything is grandiose. Everything. He definitely. I just was thinking about that because I just was watching him in disgust. Well, anyway. So. Yeah. If you never dealt with a narcissist, It is so hard though, because normally when you meet somebody, like, you don't just jump right into things. You have a conversation, and I'm too grown to be going through, all the dating stuff that everybody, goes through. And so you have conversations when you meet somebody, right? And so you tell them what you're looking for, whatever. They become whatever you tell them you're looking for. And so it's really hard to detect, and it's really crazy though. But their main objective in life, like I said, is to maintain their image. And then they start living a whole different life, because once they are confronted about a subject, and they have to hold themselves accountable for something, you become the enemy. It could be the smallest thing, but to them, you question them, and they don't like that. It could be something tiny, like small. They go somewhere else with it. So then they start looking for a supply outside of you. And I guess if you're not strong enough to be somebody that's trying to be somewhere else or whatever, do other things, and you always, hey, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, it's so hard to explain because it's so daggone confusing. And that's what that is another thing that they aim for, to keep you confused and off your toes, and then they trigger your nervous system. It gets really, really bad when you're dealing with a narcissist. They trigger your nervous system, and then every time they're around, you are just, and you don't even know. And then a lot of people don't know that you get sick based on, situations like that. And so it was just crazy. It was crazy. Let me give y'all the short story. I noticed there was a pattern, like, okay, like, he not talking to you for, what's wrong? Oh, something pissed me off at work. Don't have anything to do with me. So then it was, I lost my train of thought. Then it was, he started doing this thing where he would eat here sometimes, and then a lot of times he wouldn't eat here. So I'm throwing food in the garbage. Food is expensive. And so I said, you know what? I'm not cooking anymore. I'm not. It is crazy. So then he says, you don't even cook anymore. So I'm supposed to figure out whether you want to eat or not. I'm not playing these games. I'm not going to play these games with you. At some point, I'm not doing this no more. I'm the one that buys groceries, and they're going in the garbage. I'm not doing this no more. No. And so then, but I never said nothing. You see the way I'm sitting here talking, it's just the way it is. It's just that you just start pulling back, and everything is all good with me until it's not. I'm not somebody that's going to disrespect you or yell at you or anything like that. I'm not. I like conversations. Two people will never agree on everything, but when you have a decent conversation, you can work through things. A narcissist doesn't want to do that. Their whole thing is to, after their image, is to maintain control. And so this guy thinks that he can control you with silence. And it's just weird. We're grown. And so, yeah, I finally said to him, you know, I don't think you want to be here anymore. I think we can have a conversation so that we can separate and go our ways. Like, figure out what we're going to do with the house, whatever. Put it on the market, sell it, whatever. You get to, we have a lot of equity in here. We can do that. All the things other day. Oh, no, that's not. No, that's not good. So things were just getting like stranger and stranger. So in the same house, and I don't talk to him. And so when the tree fell in the room, I was, staying in the guest room downstairs. I was sleeping in the guest room, but then I went in the hospital at some point. And then I was, over with my mother, because she still needed to be helped. And the caretaker, so we was like the sick and shut in, trying to take care of the sick and shut in. That makes sense. And so then I'm just like, you know what? I need to go home and get in my bed because I can't. I still had like bandages on, and I need to change my bandages. And the way that I was laying to sleep, it was not a good thing for, the incision that I had. So I said I was going to come home. I sent him a text message. I'm coming home to get in my bed. I don't want to talk about anything. I need to build my strength up, and then we can have a conversation, because this is over. It's definitely over. I was in the hospital for almost 2 months. He never came to the hospital, never text, didn't know where I was, but told your mother. And this how I'm telling you how I know what you told your mother. Oh, she left here, didn't say nothing. So his mother called me like, oh, and she doesn't, like, we don't talk like that. So this is how she said, oh, you just crossed my mind. What you doing? Where you? I said, I'm in the hospital. What? Yeah, I'm in the hospital. Day 3, I had surgery yesterday morning. She said, right now? You in the hospital right now? I said, yeah. Day 3. I had surgery yesterday morning. Well, she said, well, what they said? I gave her a watered down version. So when they say you coming home, they haven't discussed that part yet. They don't know. I don't know until they talk to me about it, but I don't know. So then she goes back. She said, you in the hospital right now? Yeah. Day 3, I had surgery yesterday. What the? How many times I'm gonna tell? I guess she was just in disbelief, and this is how I know. Without her even telling me that your son told you something else. Because see, you don't even know who your son is. You don't know who your son is. You've met the grown-up imposter. When you see him, that image that you see that he wants you to believe like he's doing well and all of the things, that's not really what it is. But that's not for me to tell her that. That's for me to know, and for her to find out. I'm not somebody that's gonna just, no, that's not what I'm doing. And so, I came home, was right back in the hospital the next day. They sent me back home because I had an internal hernia, which was a blockage in my intestines. They sent me. So I came home, went back the next day. They did the surgery laparoscopically, right? They sent me home. The next day I went back. I said, I'm in pain. This is not normal. And the surgeon told me, no, you just had surgery. The CAT scan, I don't see anything on the CAT scan. So basically, I feel like he basically just threw me out. Like, get out. Like, I'm not giving you, I told him to discharge you. So I went, my uncle's like, no. Go to, I went to the hospital where my mother was. And they like, we have to do surgery. You have an internal hernia. What? So what did they do? And he said, you can't do this surgery laparoscopically. You have to be cut. So I was cut from like right under my breast to below my navel. And so I was in the hospital for some time. I came home. And the next day I had to go right back to the hospital. So I was in the hospital, I think that time, maybe 8 or 9 days. So that's why when I used to get online, when I first came out of the hospital, it was, you know, I was still healing. It was just like too soon. I couldn't talk to, you know, like this. I would get winded and stuff like that. But yeah, that happened. So he never, ever asked any questions. And when I came home the day, I had texted him and told him I'm coming home to get in my bed, and I don't want to talk about anything. When I heal, I'll talk to you about that. Whatever. Got home, my daughter was helping me up the stairs. He just sitting on the couch. Ain't saying nothing. Just sitting there. Yeah. No, that was when I was in the hospital for always. When I was in the hospital, like almost 2 months, really. Yeah, so I had 2 surgeries. Yeah, I'm going to follow malpractice suit, but I want to wait till this is over. Yeah, because I like to know, what did y'all do? Because then this hospital had to give me the same surgery that you told me that you gave me. I still, the issue hadn't changed. It was the same thing. And this surgeon, when I went to the other hospital, he was pissed. You know, normally doctors, they stick together, but no. My uncle he retired. We used to be a director at Johns Hopkins, so he's very, very intelligent and knows a lot of. And this is his field. He works in what do you call it? Like I'm forgetting the word for public health. So he knows a lot. You know, he does a lot of work for public health. He had held position at the WHO, that, you know, that's the World Health Organization for the government and all that kind of stuff. So he knows, and he was talking to the surgeon at the hospital or whatever, and he was telling him, like, they told me that I shouldn't be here. They were surprised that, you know, I didn't have some type of blood infection and all the things because of what happened. So yeah, I have to find me a good attorney for that. But it was crazy. And so he just sitting on the couch, nothing, just. And so that is how the days went. I would go, you know, take care of my mother, come home, and I would be upstairs and he would be downstairs. Just walk past him, because the one thing that you have to do when it comes to a narcissist is you have to give them zero emotion. It breaks them. They can't take that because they feel like they've lost control. And so if you're sitting around and you're crying and you're emotional and they love that. That's control for them. But when you stop doing any of those things or responding at all, that's when they get I'm fuzzled. Which part of the game? Which part of the game is this? I'm an expert at it, like at that. I when I need to be, because I've turned off my emotions. What you consider to be, I guess, a weakness was me just, being respectful. We never had any issues. I've never had an argument with this man ever. And that's because I pick and choose my battle. So he doesn't, all of his family lives down south. They don't live here. All his family lives down south. So, it's not like, he really knows anybody, in Jersey. He knows people in New York because that's where he grew up at, in New York. So I don't care what you're telling people. You can tell people that I moon everybody every day from Monday to Friday, AM to 4:45 p.m. and you can't take it. I'm just making this up because I'm just being sarcastic right about now. I really don't care what you telling people because he got to paint the picture. I'm the problem now because I'm the problem. But I won't hear none of what you're telling them. You telling them that for yourself because you need to preserve your own image. I don't really care about what you're telling them. So it's a thing of once I disconnect, I'm disconnected. You want to play the game? Let's play. Because what you're not going to do, because I'm somebody that, I'm anybody knows Pisces, no, especially March Pisces, no. I'm I'm all about loyalty. I love loyalty. I hate the fact that people don't know what that means nowadays. Well, when you take my kindness for a weakness, and I like the fact that you think that I'm dumb and slow. Oh no, I'm not. So you guys know I take care of my mother. One day I came home, and this isn't in the future, like right now, like November. And I went to come in the door, push my code in, and it was just dead, like nothing, dead. So what it did was it set the alarm off. And I was like, oh my gosh, I ain't used the key in I don't know how long. Like, so I'm fumbling with my keys, trying to find a key to unlock the door, because the alarm was going off. So I guess he heard the alarm, he got up, and he opened the door, and he just stood there. And I looked at him, and I was like, I had a bag on my shoulder, and I was, bringing in, whatever from my mother's house. So he was just standing there. So I just went around him, and he said, no, I ain't asked you to open the door. I don't talk to you. But I never told him that I don't talk to him. I just don't talk to you no more. He can't ask me nothing. I'll never say anything to you because that's what you want. He had been trying to bait me. You think I didn't know? He had been trying to bait me to do something because I heard the story was that he was telling people that I don't know how to talk to him, and I was arguing with him. Like, what? I never had an argument. Me and you never argued. We didn't. We never had an argument. I don't have time for that. So I guess that's what he was telling the people after he said there was a different reason before that. But somebody told him, I think you need to change that. That ain't going to go over well for you, bro. You might need to find something else. So he switched it to that. I ain't never argued with this man. He's lying. I am who I am. I'm not somebody that I hate phony people. I don't like phony people. What you see is what you get. That's just that. So I went and I got some batteries, and I changed the battery in the door lock, because that's what it is. The batteries had just died. I came upstairs, got the batteries, went down there, threw them in the lock because my daughter was still at work. Changed the, went back upstairs. Y'all know he was triggered by that. He was outside in the yard till 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh, he was that really, like, that you talk about a bruised ego. Oh yeah, bruised. So this guy, he just started doing crazy stuff. I said, he gotta be, is he crazy? Child, he left for 14 days. I said, well, you know what? What you won't be doing is sitting wherever you at looking at the ring bell. That's what you won't be doing. I disabled his access to the camera in the front, to the front door and the yard. You can't see nothing. Nothing comes up for you. Nothing. And guess what? He's a narcissist, so he's never going to ask you questions about that. And so he's doing all types of stuff. I'm laughing. He paid his car off, bought a truck, came back and bought a truck. This is the crazy thing. He bought the same truck that I had test drove 2.5 or 3 years ago. But I realized that after I had to sit down and think in my mind, like, about what happened in the relationship, some things started like clicking, like, oh, remember then this was just, I was sleeping with the enemy for years. It's sad that you have people that are in relationships where they're jealous of the other person. It's sad, but it happens. And so I already tried to have a conversation with you about, let's sit down like adults so we can figure out what we're doing and go our separate ways. No. Oh no, that's not. Well, I kept telling him, you need to get an attorney, file for the divorce. I am. You doing all this extra stuff. He's doing all this extra stuff. And, you know, I got laid off from work, from my job. I was at my job for 15.5 years, but I got laid off back in 2020 or 2021. And then I was working for this other company, a pharmaceutical company, based in India, though. Everybody in the company was a doctor except me. But I ran a program over there, so they reported to me. So it was a bunch of medical doctors and PharmDs that reported to me because of the program that I ran. I had the expertise in the program. And so they're like, oh, you train people? Oh, you're over the department and all you have is a bachelor's? Well, they hired me for something, didn't they? And so I was able to break through with the females, but the men, it's the culture. It's their culture. They just don't really, y'all really not paying me what I'm worth for the job that I'm doing here. Or whatever. So I was there for, a couple of years or whatever, and then they started giving me a headache, anxiety. I said I would never I will never be like I was, you know, for, you know, the job where I was 15 and a half years. Uh, it's just not, it's not worth it. So, and I started getting sick, so it was just crazy. So, anyway, this guy, um, the end of December, the end of December, I left, went to take care of my mother, and then my daughter had went to work. So the ring bell went off, and I looked. He was moving his stuff out. He was moving his stuff out. Chill. So I said, told him, I'm so glad to see you go. But what had happened was, this is where you underestimate me. When you think that you're going to take somebody's kindness for a weakness just because I'm not saying nothing, that don't mean anything. So what happened was, I went and retained an attorney for the divorces. You won't file? I guess he's like, oh, she ain't really got the money to file. You won't file? I'm going to file. So it was on the third Friday. I've been going back and forth with my attorney, and things had got late, and they wanted me to approve the email they were sending to him. Because they asked me, do you want us to send an email to him to let him know that, you know, you've retained? I said, absolutely. And so they sent the email on. By the time I sent she sent the draft to me. She forgot to attach the letter. So I'm like, I don't see anything on the email, and it had got late in the day on the Friday. So I wound up, emailing them back. So they were going for the weekend basically. So on the Saturday is when, no, he didn't, so that Saturday, yeah, you know what? Because I wanted him to get the letter by Christmas. I want to say, it's Christmas, Merry Christmas to you. So that Saturday, what it's the Saturday? What happened that Saturday? Because that didn't happen till after. He didn't move out to the next week. I'm forgetting what happened on that Saturday. But anyway, something happened on that Saturday, and I just was like, yep. So I know he was talking smack on that Saturday. Something happened. I don't know, because I normally don't talk to him. So, oh no, okay. So what happened? This is what happened Saturday. So I came home, and so his car was parked out in front. And so was this new truck was parked in front of our house. People don't normally park in front of our house, and they had a temp tag. And for some reason, something told me, oh, he bought a truck. It's stupid. He just paid his car. Anyway, so I took a picture of the temp tag. I can't say that it's his until I see him get in and drive, right? So he goes to work at night. He works now. So when I heard the thing go off the door, I looked out the window. He had the trunk of the truck up in the car trunk, and he's transferring like bags from this and he asked me for some bags in the trunk into the Jeep. And so I said, I went outside and I just took a picture of the truck. And I came in the house, and then he came behind me, and I had went right in the came upstairs and went in the bathroom. And he knocked on the door, and I said, I just stood there. He's like, this is what's his exact emotion. Why did you take the picture? You weirdo. I said, because I took the picture. Oh, he starts going off, and that's why so this is out of character. He's way out of character right about now. He's saying all this stuff. That's why, he left me and all this other stuff. Now, mind you, he hadn't moved out yet. And then he's like, oh, I'm paying all the bills in here. You are? Okay. You think water is free? Well, when have you ever paid for water, sir? How often does the sewer and garbage bill have to be paid? Do you know? Do you have the information to pay for the cable? Do you? I'm just a little confused. No, the two bills that you have to pay those are your bills. But they rewrite history. And so I didn't even say what I just said to you. I'm just saying to myself because I'm laughing. And so he's running up like he's getting ready to do something. Or you getting ready to be. And I don't know where it came. I said, this guy's just unpredictable. Like, what? No, what? Like, who is this? This is a whole nother side. I guess this is how they normally hold themselves together with the control that they have. But he was angry because I took a picture of the truck. So that was that Saturday. That's what happened. Monday, my attorney sends me said, oh, I got the approval. I got the approval that you said, and we're gonna email it. So he normally, from what I know, he normally checks his mail when he goes to work. So imagine he goes to work and checks his email. You got retainer. you got paper saying, buddy, she done filed divorce. Threw him way off because he's just doing all types of stuff on his time. I'm vacationing, all that. I don't have anything to say. I don't care about none of that. Once you lost me, that's one thing about a Pisces. People like, oh, y'all nice and y'all don't know. No, we are. But everybody has their, they have their stereotypes about whatever. We are. Baby, there was nothing else to say. To me, there's nothing else to say. So he called my attorney. This is the best part right here. She said he called here. She said he was very nasty. I said, for real? Oh my goodness. She said, yeah, he was nasty. She was like, I don't know if he was around somebody, he was trying to grandstand or whatever, but he wanted to see I guess if the email came from her and is she an attorney and all this other stuff. Yeah, I'm your wife's attorney. I need you to get an attorney. And you just have your attorney call me. So he starts asking her questions. He's like, sir, I can't answer any questions for you. I can't represent both of you. I'm her attorney. I just gave you the information of where you can find an attorney if you don't have one. And you can give the attorney my information. You have all my information, and they can contact me, and we can take it from there. So she said, then Her sister calls her because he went on Google and he wrote underneath her Google reviews, "This a conflict." I said, "What? This a conflict?" I said, "That's how he wrote it." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, unpredictable." I'm just like, "Oh." So she's like, "Yeah," and I responded and I said, "What is a conflict?" I'm not understanding, sir. She said, "I knew who he was right away because, I just freshly, just working on the case. We all knew." And he's like, "I'm getting my own attorney." Oh, you trying to represent both of us. That's not what that letter says. You got to break down in your critical thinking skills. What's wrong? So she said she responded back like, "No, that's what I asked you to do. I never tried to be your attorney. I sent you an email to let you know that I'm your wife's attorney and I was retained by her, and that you need to get an attorney and have your attorney contact me. I didn't say that I that I was representing you. As a matter of fact, the email says the opposite." Yeah, in the email I got, they sent me a copy of the email, but they sent it outside of him. They didn't, when they sent it to him, they didn't put me on that. They just forwarded me the email once they sent it to him, which I already had it from when I approved the other one, but she recently sent it to me. And she says, and I went on there and I said, because if somebody gives you a review on Google, you ask the business owner, you can't delete the comment. All negative and all good comments stay. So the only thing that the person can do is respond to you. But what he said was not really negative. It was just stupid. But the person that puts the review up can delete it. So he went up there and he deleted that. Too late. They got the screenshots. What you mad at my attorney for? She don't know you. Just like she don't really know me like that. So yeah. So then the following week he moved out. But that was in the plans already. You didn't just move out just because. So it was right before New Year. He moved out. He's evading service. And he works in New York. So the process server went in New York and they're like, "Oh, we can't serve him there. Like, I'm going to try to sneak out and wait outside and all this other kind of bullcrap." And I'm like, then he told them that it was too big. The hospital was too big. So they were going to do an address check. I was so fed up last week. I told my attorney, "Listen, he has no new address listed. The address is going to come back to here." So the process server came back with the information out. I told, this is a waste of time. So I told her, I said, "Listen, I know that he's trying to evade service because he can retire this year, but you won't get all your money because you don't have the age. So he wants to get 100% of his money. If you retire this year, you're not going to get all the money. All of his pension and all that. You're not going to get all of it. You're going to get penalized because you don't have the age requirement." So, and then Social Security, you can file for it, but you're not going to get the money that you would if he waits till he's of the right age. And if he does, decide that he's going to retire early, you'll get you're not going to get all of it. And then even when you become that age, you're not going to adjust it. You're going to still just get whatever rate you was getting when you filed, when you started getting like the Social Security. So he's evading service. But I got him. I got him. I'm gonna get. So like I had told her that, well, since he did respond, and we know that he's getting an email at that email address because he responded, right? You can't not respond unless you got the email. And then they have him on recording because they record all calls. So he just didn't call you out the blue, because how would he know that you would? So yeah, I said, well, do you have to file a motion in order to serve him via email? Or is this something that you can do? I already knew that more than likely she had to file a motion to go to the judge, which, like she said, she was telling me, like, I didn't want to put any more financial burden on you, because that's a motion that I wasn't expecting to file, and so yeah. So that's what she came up with, because her processor, I guess he thought they was about to take me to the cleaners and talking about, oh, you got to do a stake out, and if you got to do a stake out, it's going to be like a couple $1,000 more. No, I don't have it. I don't. And so, yeah, he moved out. Crazy, stupid, crazy. And 100% could not have consulted with an attorney. Are you dumb? And all these attorneys will give you a free consultation. The only thing is their time is limited when they give you a consultation. They're going to give you a consultation, ask you what's the problem. They're going to tell you what your options are. Oh, okay. They're about their money. Okay. If you're going to retain me, call me back. Keep me posted. All right. Talk to you later. But they're going to tell you that. You're doing all this stuff. Or do you know that New Jersey is... New Jersey is a... what they call it? The word is escaping me right now. But anything that he owes, anything that you buy, because you still married to me, I already own half of it. Anything that you sell, you got to give me the half of the money back. Are you dumb? You think that the judge is going to care that you moved, that nobody told you had to get out? You got every right to the point. You would not have made bills because you think that's going to help your case. But you're evading service, though. But I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got you. So he thinks that the ring camera does not work anymore. I guess. I don't know. Last time he came here was 2 weeks ago. He had a package delivered here, and oh my gosh, he was on the camera. I watched him. He was running to the door, picked up the package, and ran back. I said, "Oh, look at this fool! Look at this fool on this camera." So yeah, that's how my year ended, and just continuing and spilling over, because I feel like I got my hands are tied behind my back, because I can't do nothing. I would like to, put my property on the market, but gotta wait. If you don't want anything else to do with the property, then there's legal ways that you can just say that. But you're still responsible for the mortgage. You don't get to walk away. You dumb. Yeah, I gotta call tomorrow and see if he tries to drop me off his health insurance. It's sad. I gotta call in. You can't do it. He's not supposed to make any changes to anything right now. So that is story time. That's story time, and that's like what I've been going through. Didn't want to be here, but here we are. And so it's just a matter of, you know, waiting. But yeah, it's bad. The house, it's so peaceful in here. Like, it's, if I see him on the camera, I'm glad he ain't coming around, because when I see him, I start having an anxiety attack. It's really bad. Like, so. And the sad thing is that you don't know right away or whether or not you're dealing with a narcissist. But it is really eye-opening. And it's also a scary thing, because so the fact that he moved out and didn't say anything, he was moving out or nothing, he's trying to destroy me. He's like, yeah, I'm leaving. She ain't gonna be able to make it without me. And I hope he probably saying all the things. I know that that's not the right thing to do. I already know that karma already is knocking on your door. I already know that. There's a whole nother part to the story that I'm not even gonna get in it, but I know that the truck you bought, you don't have it no more already. So yeah, one day he came in, it was right before he moved out, and I was in here, and I think I had did a live that day, and I just finished the live, so I put on some music. My daughter was in her room cleaning, and she put on music, and then he came in, and I guess we too happy. He got out of here. I said, "Oh my God, look at the devil!" He couldn't take it. Oh, they happy in here. Oh, it's crazy. Y'all ladies, be careful out there, because these fools don't care. And I don't know who he's getting his advice from. I don't know if he's looking in the mirror and, getting his advice from himself. But I know his mama, I know she giving him some pointers. You're the reason why he's a narcissist. I believe now that you are one too. Because the behavior that he was exhibiting, not speaking 3 to 4 days at a time, when I first went down to from her house, she lives down south. She was telling me a story. It was like the first time that I met her, and about him coming in and not speaking like for days, and then she'd be like, "Oh, you gonna need me before I need you." You let him walk around your house like that, and now it's too late. It's too late for him to undo. He's been living this way his whole entire life. And I found out so many other things, and I just was like, whoa. Like, whole walking contradiction, whole everything is a lie. When I tell y'all everything went in the garbage, vacation magnets, I threw everything in the garbage. I must see no wedding pictures, garbage. All that. Yep. It's all a lie. I am not going. He can never say anything to me again in life, ever. And that's just what it is. I just want y'all to be careful out there. It is a young man that is on Instagram, and I think, what does he call himself? The aware narcissist or something like that. Whatever. He's a narcissist, and he telling people about how they act, the games that they play, all that. And it's a scary thing because you're like, okay, what in the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde is going on here? Yeah, what? And then I did something else. I can't even say what I did because I'm not doing anything, but I can't even. All I gotta say is that, yeah, I can't even tell you. I wish I could tell you about that, but I can't. But I wish you well. Oh yeah, he needs to drive a wedge between me and his mother, and it was just like she wasn't gonna just like stop talking to me. So I guess when my mother was sick, now mind you, like me and him was talking earlier, and I had came upstairs because I was sleeping downstairs in the guest room because this is when the tree was in the roof. And he came in from work, and he normally comes in from work. He has this whole routine that he does. And then he came straight upstairs. I had came up here to get something myself. I'm gonna pick the computer up downstairs and let me see if I could do some, work from there or whatever. He came upstairs. Said, "Look, my mother is losing her memory." He starts sliding down the wall. So me being me, I'm not an a-hole. I asked him, "Oh, she okay? Like, what happened?" She was at my aunt's house and she was supposed to she walked in the door and was supposed to make a right, and she to go in the living room, but she made a left and went in his aunt's room and was saying that she was home. So I said, "Oh well, do they think she has dementia, Alzheimer's, or something?" I'm gonna tell you, I don't believe anything is wrong with her. She is a diabetic. She's already on diabetes medication. So I called her to see if she was okay. Like to ask, I said, "Are you all right?" "All right." So I said to her, "Are you going to the doctor?" She said, "No, I'm going to Walgreens." What? Why would you be going to Walgreens? Not an emergency? I said, "Oh." And she said, "Oh, here go my prince clicking in." So he was on his way to work, so he clicked in. Because he calls his mother a lot, like when he's on his way to work. So then he calls me. "You called my mother?" "Yeah, to ask her how she's doing." "Why would you do that?" That's what he said. I said, "Okay, I don't need to speak to her." So I guess that was his way of, I don't need to speak to her. As a matter of fact, let me block her number on my phone. As a matter of fact. And yeah, but that's what he wanted, because I don't care how much you don't hold him accountable for, but you got to be feeling like the lowest of the low to have him tell you, because I know that's what he told her. "I left and didn't say anything. I'm out here. I'm out," whatever he made up, and for to call me and find out that I'm in a hospital and I just had surgery. I don't care what you wouldn't say in front of anybody else, but I was sure enough check my son about that. She in the hospital, like, what are you, like, why don't you know this? Yeah, he got you out here looking like boo-boo the fool. So that is just that. That's been my 2025 and my 2026. So, and then on top of that, like, I have a lot of days where I'm not feeling well, and then I have to go take care of my mother, and it's a lot. It gets, to be a lot. So, I need to go to the emergency room right now. I said, you know what, I'm just stay for my business. For my birthday, then I'll go and make sure that everything is okay. Because I don't want to be in nobody's hospital. I went to the emergency room another time, like last month, and they were trying to keep me for a couple of days. Like, no, what you saying that y'all going to do, I can do at home. Can I? He said, yeah, you really could. Okay, so I'm not staying here. I'm not going to stay here. So that's that. And that's where I'm at. And so now I gotta plan serve his ass going on. That's what I'm gonna call the plan. Plan serve his ass. Don't worry. You running like a track star, but you can't hide in the process. So talking about I said, listen, I gave you the exact address to where he is. And you can ask the security guard to call him downstairs and serve him, because he works overnight. So, he's like, oh, they have high security. Okay. All right. There is no price for peace. It's not. So it's been rough, but at the end of the day, I will take my peace over anything. So who would have thought at this big age that, it's like starting over again. So depending on what happens, I will I would rather, keep my house. My mortgage is cheaper than some people's rent. A lot of places to rent. So it's just crazy. But everybody got something going on, and then we got what's going on in the world. And the economy sucks, right? And then now we're in a war. And today he said it's not a war. Then what is it? Then what are we doing? All behind the Epstein files. Y'all don't think this is behind the Epstein files and grifting? It is. Sad. It is sad. But now people want to be crying. I voted for him, and he's first of all, the fact that he's a criminal. 34 felonies, convicted of 34 felonies. That you already got him treason, all that. Yeah, a lot of mortgages are cheaper than rent, because when COVID hit like we refinance just for the low interest rate. Um, and yeah, so I didn't want to take any equity out, just refinance for the lower interest rate. And so it's just unfortunate. Um, it's just unfortunate that yeah. Uh, you know, it is unfortunate. So yeah, the mortgage company has said like they know like America's messed up right about now. So they have like some programs that was made available that you can take advantage of. But everybody, everybody on the loan has to provide their information. So I can't even take advantage of that. So it definitely is because of the Epstein files. We not stupid or slow. Exactly. That's what they want us to be, but it is so much. Like, I don't like to talk politics online because people get really, really crazy. Even though we've seen like a big turn, because like Americans are tired, we can't live. Everybody's having a hard time. I go to the store and buy 6 things. They be like $80-something. What did I buy? I don't even have nothing. My car insurance is a car note. Now, what did I buy? What did I buy? Yeah, it's really, really that bad. But then you have this guy standing, and they got all these people that mainstream news channels are owned now by like 1 or 2 people, and they're all pushing out the property in the news. But it's the young girl that's on Instagram. Oh my gosh, she is so funny. They need to put her on. She's very intelligent. She's always been interested in history. And when I tell you, because you have people that were in tears because they didn't think that here she is right here. So let me put her name in here. Follow her. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you follow her already on Instagram, but let me tell you something. You are going to be cracking up. But she is really, it sounds like she's like just oh my gosh, I gotta watch this video. I'm gonna bring this video over here and share it with you, but I'm gonna put her name in here. Let me show you the type of news. Oh my gosh, how she reports her news. And she's starting she was I think she was $400 away from getting she's starting a news channel. Her skin is so pretty. She has such pretty skin. I want to bring this over here because when I tell you this girl is hilarious, she is hilarious. Hold on, let me turn this music down a little bit and log into my Insta one here. Child, I said this girl. Now, where has she been all of my life? I have never. I said what? Oh, she's hilarious. Let me see if I could. I don't like when it. Why is this gonna? Where is my Google at? I don't hate this Bing. I don't know what's going on here. Hopefully, because you know what? Let me see. Let's get out of here. She is hilarious, y'all. I said okay, so why is it not coming up? And everybody keeps telling her she has so many people that are tuning into um tuning into her Instagram to get the news. And people are saying they should put you on mainstream news. Mainstream news is not ready for her. They are not ready. And she's starting her own news network. And people were they were asking her, like, where are you getting all this information from? She tell you she international. You got to go to an international news channel. And so that's what she's done. Wait, why is this doing this? I don't need to. It's installed already. I'm confused. I want to laugh because she giving you some real. When I tell you, she said she was calling the was it the Prime Minister of Iran, KK? She called him KK. Talk about Unc. Unc went over there and said, I said, girl, you are hilarious. But she's giving you real news. I don't know why she just didn't come over here to YouTube. She'll be monetized. She will be monetized over here fast. All right, let me see. Is my right page out? Lord, look at this crazy lady over here, Carlissa. All right, let me see. The real goddess. Where did I put her stuff at? Because when I tell you, I said she gonna give me a daggone heart attack from laughing so hard. In these times, we need it because it's just so much going on, and you get tired of all of the the fake news that you're getting from these people. Oh, I'm logged on from another page. It don't matter. I'll follow her from here too. Okay, so I think this is all right. Let's bring her over here because she is hilarious. I said, girl, that video from yesterday, I think I will pull that one up too. And you know what? It's this other guy that is, his YouTube is funny also, but he's getting his information from her. I know he is. He funny though, so I'm not going to take anything from him, but he is getting his information from her. Wait, what's going on here? I didn't even bring it over here yet. What is she doing? No. What is going on? Like, all right. She is hilarious, but she's very intelligent.
Your face. So Donnie and them they in the background trying to figure out what the fuck going on and why their shit not working. Long story. He already cussed out everybody in his administration to see what the fuck going on. Then he ended up calling.
What the heck happened? Hold on. Because I need to see what's going on.
Persian Empire got you stressed, ain't it? They got you stressed. What is that on your neck? Not you breaking out in hives. Not you breaking out in hives, wig. They got your ass stressed. Got you stressed, baby. You didn't get down taking stress. Stress the fuck out. Hold on. Let's take a
wait a minute.
Closer look at that. Well, damn.
Why is it
that
like
looks
that?
nasty. I know hives when I see it though. You been scratching that. They had you stressed since last night. That's scabbed up and everything. They got you stressed. All right. I'm not here to just mess with y'all. I'm not here to just tease you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to just laugh in your face. So Donnie and them they in the background trying to figure out what the fuck going on and why their shit not working. Long story short, he done already cussed out everybody in his administration to see what the fuck going on. Then he ended up calling over to Qatar and to UAE because they trying to figure out how can they salvage the situation. UAE and Qatar are privately pressing allies to convince President Trump to scale back the U.S. military action against Iran and pursue quick diplomacy. Why? Because you see why. We're literally watching it. But in case you didn't know, I'm going to show you exactly why they're really pressing for diplomacy. So Donald Trump cursed out Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump decided they wanted to throw out some more threats and throw out some more shit. Oh yeah, we ain't going down like this, woo. Even though we know, like, bitch, you going down because Iran is outside. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really peeling that cat back blue outside. No apologies. With no effort. They outside having a field fucking day. They said, welcome to the Persian Empire. Now I tried to tell you niggas, don't say that I ain't never tell you. Y'all thought I was lying. Cause I'm a little bit theatrical, just a little animated. But I might tell you a little jokey joke, bitch, but I never tell you a lie. Yes, them Persians ain't the one, bitch. They ain't the one. They ain't the one or the two or the three. And I tried to tell y'all, hold on though. So Donnie, he starts throwing out threats. I don't even know why Abbas responded. Honestly, they ended up finding out that the previous president that they assumed they assassinated, he's alive. Like, he's alive. Not KK, but the previous president. Let me show you. I want to say his name, but I'm going to definitely... I might bite my tongue trying to say it. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'll be so embarrassed, y'all. However, I'm grateful he's still alive. Alhamdulillah, he's still here. Glory be to God. Allahu Akbar. Let's keep it moving. So they pissed off that we done gave up this thing saying that we this, that, and third. Da, 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 da. What you're watching is evil in the middle of figuring out that they're not going to win. Bottom line, so what they're going to do, they're going to do everything they can. They're going to cry, whine, beg, plead, scream, woo. Let's keep going. So Donnie gets the bump in his gums. He trying to bait Iran into an argument. Again, I don't know why they responded, but they did. I fought with Iran, so I'm going to follow up to what you do. I'm in the background listening to Abbas literally cuss Donald Trump the fuck out, right? So basically what ended up happening is they get to arguing, they exchange of words, throwing licks, XYZ element of P, right? Donnie said, but you ain't finna see my light forces. You ain't finna see my Delta forces on the ground in hand-to-hand combat. You ain't really trying to see my niggas outside for real. And I said, not too much on that N-word. Because what you doing? What you doing? You thought because Black History Month ended a couple days ago that I wasn't going to check that shit? And Abbas was like, no, but just like, who the fuck is he talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like, watch them N-words for real. So, boom. So President Trump basically was like, oh, if need be, I send all my homies over there and come squash this shit for real. If you really try to squash it, meet me in the fucking field. And Abbas said, now you talking my language. Period, Abbas, because I knew you was always going to look out for the cookout. I knew he was looking out for the niggas. And me and Abbas ain't take that N-word too lightly. So just know that. Just know that, okay? Iran says it will send troops to Israel. We will fight both physically and with ballistic missiles. That's the field that they talking about. He said, if I need to, I'll get down and dirty. I'll get busy with you in the field and get active and free all of Palestine. Wrap this whole motherfucking shit up. To which I said, period! 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 Okay? But I can't get too hyped. But I'm like, period! Right? And he was like, oh. And I don't know what the fuck Pete over there is saying. So I'm like, Pete, he ends up banging the phone, right? So boom. I'm in the background Millie rocking this shit. Cause I'm like, hey, they about to fuck you up, bitch. They about to get in your shit, right? So I was going to Godiva. I'm like, huh? He like, come here. I'm like, what'd I do? What I did? I did too much. It was the N-word shit, huh? And he was like, no, come here. Tell America I said. I was like, but what did I do? He was like, get out of here. Tell America I said that they can mind their damn motherfucking business, bitch. And basically, like if y'all want war, I'm gonna bring it to your doorstep. But he said it way more colorful than that, right? So I'm sitting there like, oh shit, like that's a crazy ass goddamn threat that he throwing out there. So I said, Okay, so mind your motherfucking business. And if you want war, I'll bring it to your doorstep. I can say it the way you said it. And he said, Godiva, tell him what I said. I said, no, but I heard you though. But I can say it the way you said it. And he said, say it the way I said it. So okay, all right, okay. Then I was just making sure, right? So this message is for Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump, and Pete Hegseth alone. He heard what the fuck you said.
As the president warned, an effort of this scope will include casualties.
You said that, Pete. Remember you said
War
that.
is hell, and always will be.
You sure did say that.
A proclamation honors the 4 Americans we have lost thus far and those injured. The absolute best of America.
Okay.
May we prosecute the remainder of this operation in a manner that honors them. No apologies, no hesitation, epic fury for them and the thousands of Americans for them taken too soon by Iranian radicals.
See, they keep making.
As the president warned, an effort of this scope will include casualties.
You didn't need to be over there.
War is hell, and always will be. A grateful nation honors the 4 Americans we have lost thus far and those injured. The absolute best of America. May we prosecute the remainder of this operation in a manner that honors them. No apologies, no hesitation, epic fury for them and the thousands of Americans before them.
So Iverson gang said, Iran said that they heard what you said, and they sent me to give you the response. They said, mind your damn business, bitch. And if you want war and you want hell, well, welcome to Armageddon, mother. That is 600 missiles being shot directly at Iran.
Oh my gosh. Oh, wow.
Mind your business next time. Just mind your business. Wait for it.
No, baby! No!
Are we dangerous here?
Yeah, we're dangerous!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Oh dear God! Are you filming?
Yes, I'm filming!
Wow! Wow! I think we are dangerous.
Oh.
Let's go!
They meant that.
Let's go down!
They meant that. The
Oh
Persian
my
Empire got you
God.
stressed, ain't it? They got you stressed. What is that on your neck? Not you breaking out in hives.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
you breaking out in hives, wig. They got your ass stressed. Got you
Oh.
stressed.
That is crazy. Oh my gosh. Why is Congress not doing anything to stop this clown? Well, they're trying to, but see what happened is, see, if you was watching, I don't even know where to start. So if you was watching last week, if you was on the Midas side, because I know you watch it, the Midas Touch, and so they're trying to report the real news and not whatever. Last week, before all of this started, basically Trump was out here talking mess, and so of course they came out and said he lied about something, and they came out and said that it was not true. He tried to go and tell them, let me just tell them that this is what happened, but I know that we know that it didn't happen. And at that point, they wasn't playing with him. They was like, no, we're not doing that. So he wanted to come over here and he wanted him to let us lie to us. Lie to us so that he can look like he really is doing something. But Iran already has said they don't want to hurt the American people. They want to aim directly at Trump and his whole cabinet. Listen, look, I'm going to show y'all another video. I'm going to show y'all another video because, she be having me cracking up. But she gets the real news. But you see how she always talking about they had her on a call. She's very intelligent. How the heck do I close out of here? I don't even know how to. This looks so different from the phone. Cause I should be able to close. No. I'm trying to go back to her page. Maybe I can hit the back button. I don't know what I'm doing. All right. You see these people that she got in here? They know she giving the real news, and that's what she has a lot of people that's following her. And she's supposed to be starting her own news channel, but I think she should just come right over here to Facebook. Y'all, what am I doing? How the heck do I get out of here? I'm looking for the X. Oh, there it is. That's why. All right, let's go to this video. Ciao. Let me see the video where I have first. Was it this video down here? She is so entertaining. Because is this the one where she was talking about KK? No. She is too funny. I wanted to watch that one from. Hold on. Let me see.
Hey, bitch, they trying to jump Iran. Swear to God. I done filmed this video 3 times already, but that's all right. That's all right, because ain't nobody more dedicated than Godiva. With that being said, hey, I'm your host, Real Godiva, got us from the Vine News Network. I'm tired of hearing y'all talking about y'all want me to have my own news station, but don't want to donate. We are less than $2,000 away from the goal. Get to it. Get your wallets out and donate. We only got $2,000 left. If 20 people donated $100 and 40 people donated $50, baby,
her skin is flawless.
Come on now. With that being said, y'all know I went to go get the tea and I just got off of a phone call and this shit was epic. They trying to jump Iran, bitch. Okay, so my crew, y'all may want to hold on to your wigs, hold on to your edges, because it's about to be a bumpy ride, bitch. Let me just tell you about what the fuck is going on and what's going down. So boom, bitch. So Abbas Argachi, he on one. Who is Abbas? He's the foreign minister of Iran, okay? Now, earlier it was reported by Israel and America who prematurely celebrated thinking that they had taken out the president and the Ayatollah of Iran. They swore up and down that they was assassinated. It was like, no, because we heard that they was having a sleepover and a slumber party last night. And they was, of course, America and Israel was jealous and shit because they didn't get invited to the best sleepover in the entire Levant, okay? They thought that they was having a slumber party whole motherfucking time. They was never there. They was never there. So unfortunately, at this point in time, Ayatollah and the president of Iran had to be moved to a secure location. Boom. Okay, stick with me. Lock in, twin. So the Iranian defense minister was the one that was holding the line. Unfortunately, he's no longer with us. He done gone to glory. It hasn't been confirmed, but that's what's just going around town in the streets. I'm hoping that it's wrong. Okay, lock in. So, because they tried to assassinate Unc and them, bitch, the whole Levant is outside, clicking glass bottles together. They ready to slash and dash and rip a hole in their ass. They is not fucking around right now. I mean, they hitting airbase at the airbase at the airbase at the airbase. Iran sending missile at the missile This what they in your shit, bitch. I'm in your shit. Yemen and them outside. I'm in your shit, bitch. In your shit. I'm like, damn. Oh my God. They is whooping ass right now. No, for real. Oh shit. Everybody know that there's that one house on the block. You don't fuck with them. Cause you fuck with one of them, you fucking with all of them. And the whole hood come out behind that whole house. That's it right. Okay, so boom. What's going down right now? Officer Agachi gets on the line and he does a group call. I don't know how I got included in the group call. Maybe because they know my black ass is gonna go run and tell it. And I will. Listen, don't be mad at me for snitching. God is a snitch, okay? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Anyways, we all on the phone call, on the video call, and Abbas is cussing everybody the fuck out. I mean, he's fussing, cussing, saying everybody, everything but a child of God, okay? I'm on mute because I ain't trying to get cussed the fuck out. However, Iranian foreign minister, as well as Saudi Arabia, UAE's, and Qatar, okay? They going back and forth. Qatar mad as shit. They mad as shit because you done shot a motherfucking air missile in my motherfucking airspace, and now my shit fucked up, and I said I ain't trying to hear that shit, bitch. Cause listen, you ain't worried about that shit when you allowed America and Israel to use your airspace and air bases to send shit over to here. I found out that them fighter jets left from all you motherfuckers' air bases to come over here and bomb an elementary school full of girls. So I'm not trying to hear that shit. I don't want to fucking hear it. And guess what? If you feeling froggy, bitch, leap. Cause I'm ready for whatever you got, bitch. We outside with it for real. Behind them 53 girls. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take y'all down through there. You understand what I'm saying? So either get in the fucking field or keep that shit on the playground. I was like, damn, this is oh my God. I'm in the background freaking out. I ain't even got my video camera on because at this point I'm like, oh my God, he getting up in y'all ass. So I was shocked to see that MBS of Saudi Arabia was the most mad besides Qatar. Mind you, girl, we're not worried about Qatar because Qatar always saying that they going to do something. They don't ever really do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They usually peacemaker the group. They try to pretend like they hood, like they bout that shit. But when it come to really knuckling up, they don't really give a fuck, right? So boom, Saudi Arabia done sent out all these letters and talking about they condemn Iran, I was already said, listen, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bitch. You heard what the fuck I said. And if you don't like it, like I said, get your ass outside and we can squash it. Okay? I'm gonna come see about you. And Saudi Arabia said, don't worry about it. Now, mind you, while we are on this video call, in the middle of this video call, I was telling them, yeah, and I'm gonna do it again. Blowing up the shit in the middle of the call. Literally, all we hear is in the middle.
So I'm just showing y'all this video because this is the video where I first saw her at. So at this point, at this time, they were saying that he was dead, but he wasn't. So she was just, reporting on that. But see, this is when you're watching like the mainstream news because they own all of the news stations. They're not telling the American people the truth. They're lying to us. And the way she breaks stuff down, I mean, it sounds like what it is, but it sounds like a little, but she know what she's talking about. You can go fact check all of these things or whatever, but you have to go to an international, oh, my battery get ready to die. You have to go to an international news station to get it. So a lot of people, she has a lot of people now that they just, instead of going to the websites, they just are coming to her because she's really she's current on everything that she's saying is she's on it. She said that she's like was always into history and stuff when she was in school, and so she said she's always been into it, and so yeah, she's been reporting on the news. And I know that somebody else excuse me was other people are coming to her page and putting it in their own words, basically. Like, I mean, it is what it is, but yeah. Hey, Rosetta, how are you? I'm glad that you're here. So yeah, this is her. She actually, after this video, I'm gonna go up top and see if she's at the goal yet, because I see she got like 3 or 4 videos up there that I didn't see because I was on live. So I want to see what the news is for today. But she just showed you that video that I showed you is the current video, and basically Trump trying to make peace and all that type of stuff, and they ain't trying to hear it. And that was, she said there was 600 missiles they was firing off at once. So see, and also, like normally the United States does checks on, the foreign countries, so they'll know what type of weapons that they got. I watched a briefing last night with the I think it's the prime minister or whatever from China, and he's like, they got some missiles that the America has never seen. And because like they really don't trust Trump, because they was giving out like classified information, they basically cut America out of what they were doing. I don't know who thought that this was smart to do. It wasn't. And even Tucker Carlson, I can't even believe I'm saying that name on my channel. See, that's why I'm in the politics. I just watch. Even Tucker Carlson said last year, we're not even talking about this year. I'm talking about the beginning of last year when Trump first got in office, and he was asked that question. And him and Ted Cruz was talking, and he had said to Ted Cruz, so if he's going to go over there and bomb, which was it? I think Iran, he did something to Iran. Do he know what the population is? And Ted Cruz like, what you need to know that for? He said, you need to know that. These are things I don't think it's a smart idea that you guys, take this route. There's no need for America to go into any unnecessary wars. And he said, if that happens, I'm done with all this, because y'all have to think intelligently. Y'all can't just be out here just starting, wars because you feel like it. And that was Tucker Carlson, and that was last year. And because Marjorie Taylor Greene was still a part of Congress, and she had came out and they asked her a question. She said, well, if Tucker Carlson is saying this, I'm going to have to take the side of Tucker Carlson because he knows what he's talking about. Because after he asked Ted Cruz, what was the population? And he said, what do you need to know that for? And then so he came back at him, was like, what is the population? And Tucker Carlson had ran a number off to him. He said, you see, you need to know these things. So even Tucker Carlson last year was saying that I'm totally against what y'all, going to war for nothing. But no, here we are. Epstein files. This is what we get.
Middle of them talking, wow, bitch, these is the air bases getting blown the fuck up. They getting hit several times. I mean, they send in drones. They send in missiles of galore and grandeur, bitch. They send in missiles that look like lightning strikes when it pierces through the air. So you know when that shit impact, it's gonna fuck some shit up. In the middle of that, they send in more missiles directly into I mean, these motherfuckers is mad. Oh, they big mad. Bitch. They is upset right now that the UK done jumped in and I said,
yeah.
And basically look like Ike Turner in that one meme, like, bitch, I know you ain't fucking talking. So the UK said, well, I'm on my way. And he said, I'll be expecting your arrival, right? So basically, the UAE and Saudi Arabia was like, oh, we finna work with America and Israel because this shit can't stand. We can't have nobody out here just going rogue. He said, going rogue. You know what? I'm gonna tell you straight like this. You want to fuck with that crackhead asshole? You better make sure in the end that bitch is still standing, because by the time I get done with her, I'm whooping her ass and I'm fucking you up. I need you to know that, okay? Saudi Arabia was like, all right, so what's up then, bitch? What's up then? Because I know I'm on the right side. And basically, Argachi looked them dead in their face and said, well, bitch, you better knuckle up because I'm going to fight for mine, little bitch. And Saudi Arabia smacked her teeth and left the line. I was like, yeah, he ate down with that one. No, he ate. he ate. So basically, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and UAE said that they're going to retaliate and that they're going to work with the U.S. and Israel to retaliate. Now, hold on, sister. I'm going to tell you this, Sister Cat. Working with the side that had one job to assassinate KK and missed, not once but numerous times. I'm talking hundreds of times. That's a choice. I'm not, listen, whatever you got on your plate, that's your shit. So basically, UAE still on the line, the rest of them still on the line. I'm in the background like, oh my God, like it's getting real ratchet around this bitch. It's jumping, pumping, and thumping around this motherfucker. Mind you, girl, mind you, shit's still going off. All you hear is zzz in the air, right? So it's nothing but fighter jets coming into Iranian airspace. Now, they thinking that I don't know that Israeli fighter jets are trying to sneak into Iranian airspace, right? Right. So they getting close, but the motherfuckers is loud as shit. You can hear them from miles away, okay? Because they poorly made. These are Israeli fighter jets, right? So they trying to talk Abbas off the ledge, and Abbas said, I done already told you I ain't trying to hear that shit, bitch. Either get in the field or keep that motherfucking shit on a playground, right? So they was like, all right, you gonna regret that. You gonna regret that soon, since you want to be blowing people's shit up in the middle of this conversation. You gonna regret that. Abbas out of nowhere, I'm telling you, the man's gotta be stopped. He's on one. Out of nowhere gets to singing. Fighter jets in the sky, but my missiles fly twice as high. Take a look in the book, which air base am I clearing now? I can shoot anywhere. I'm like, oh shit! All you hear is bow, 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 bitch. This man done sent missiles directly to them fighter jets and shot them hoes out the fucking sky. So they thought that they was pulling a sneaky one and trying to run down on them, right? So now the UK gotta come and help. They all trying to band together, bitch, because they getting fucked up. Now imagine you done made Unc Man and the whole Levant, Peanut, Ray, all of them is outside. They all outside, ready to die, ready for a homicide. Suicide, do or die. They ready. Them niggas is ready, okay? They done told you to your face, I'm on a fucking way, bitch. I'm on the way. And when I get there, you better not be there, because if you there, you gonna wish you had left. You gonna wish, bitch. Baby, them Iraqis is already outside. Iranians, Lebanese, Yemenis, they all outside. And then Pakistan, out of nowhere, started calling him in the middle of the call. Y'all stay tuned, because it's a lot more. It's a lot more coming. It's getting crazy, it's getting wicked, but Abbas is not the man to fuck with, okay? They done already called a secret meeting. They called Russia, they called China, and China North Korea, and Russia, they on the way. Bitch, it's getting messy. Stick in there, okay? Damn, they fucking with my videos already, bitch. They trying to jump around. Swear to God. I done filmed this video.
So she was on TikTok, and TikTok took her channel down. I said, that's crazy. So TikTok has a new owner now. So TikTok took her page down. But I want to go to some where was we at up here? All right, so I didn't see. All right. Did I see here? I want to see what's going on.
Iran is quite literally crashing the fuck out. No. All I heard was, oh my mama, y'all got me fucked up. On Ayatollah, I know y'all motherfuckers got me fucked up. I'm not the one to be fucking with. So they quite literally outside Hulk smashing the fuck out of everything. I swear to God. Iran, Levant, and them, and then out of nowhere, Pakistan said, I'm on the fucking way. So let me explain to y'all what happened, because this shit is ghetto. Okay? It's ghetto, but honestly, Israel, y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve it. Because, between Saudi Arabia crying on live television, Qatar and them in the background talking about, we gonna get you. Fuck you and your mama, bitch. And then Ron said, bitch, you better set your $5 ass down before I make fucking change, ho. And between the strikes on Cyprus at the British air bases, I don't know which way to turn. Now, if you're here, it's because the primary account got banned. That's okay. We're still going forward, okay? Because, y'all, we are only $400 into our goal. We only have $400 left to raise until our goal. So, some changes have taken place. Do not send anything to CashApp, PayPal, and GoFundMe. PayPal, GoFundMe. Y'all know what to do. It's up top. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it, girl. So, last night, I fall asleep at 12 a.m. I'm waiting. I'm looking around. I'm like, yeah, they still doing their big one. That's the last place I left off at, right? I wake up, they done killed the chief of staff. Israel's defense minister is missing, ain't been seen or heard from. BB missing, ain't been seen or heard from. We didn't even know he had went back to Tel Aviv. We thought he was in Germany. But bitch, I don't know. They looking for him. They said they ain't heard from him. They lost all contact with him. That's neither here nor there. I mean, I know it's here and there, but stick with me because until it's confirmed, we gotta pretty much leave that flapping in the wind. Kind of how Tel Aviv and Jerusalem is right now. Hold on. So boom, America and Israel caught themselves running down on Tehran. They did all these airstrikes and they done pulled out the F-35s and the F-15s and the F-16s and all the elemental P's that you could think of. They pulled out the whole fucking alphabet out. And they said Iran is outside crashing the fuck out so bad that they done grabbed everything you could think of out the sky. I mean the MQ-9s. I mean all types of shit. The whole fucking alphabet. They grabbed that bitch up out the sky and whooped that ass. I mean expeditiously. Then I'm watching the F-fighter jets try to come from Kuwait on their way to Iran. Iran said, don't worry, I'll be there. You don't have to come over here. I'm gonna meet you there. They were already there. They were already there. They were already there, bitch. They was already there. Fighter jets was already fucking there, bitch. And when I told y'all about these specific missiles that they got, I was not lying. Their missile was chasing. I mean, they doing the loop-de-loops and twirlies and doing all that. Our fighter jets was doing cursive in the sky. And that damn missile was on his ass, bitch. The missile was on their fucking body. Like the missile itself was also pissed about what just happened to the Grand Ayatollah. Okay? They ain't fucking around. The whole goddamn Levant came to clown. They all outside and they all clicking glass bottles around. You understand what I'm saying? And they're not done, bitch. They said we were crystal fucking clear. We were crystal fucking clear. A lot of y'all said I was doing too much. I was talking shit when I said if you can defeat their nephews, what makes you think you can defeat Unc and them? And you thought that because you assassinated KK that was going to stop the rest of them. No, ma'am. Baby, they turned the heat up in this bitch 8,000 motherfucking degrees. 3 American fighter jets were chased down. One of their fighter jets, all 3 of them they're no longer with us. They crashed in Kuwait, okay? One of the fighter jets, he ejected himself out of the fighter jet. Lands in Kuwait. The anti-Israeli protesters caught his ass. Tied him up. Trump. Do you know that you have 30 minutes? 30 minutes. You have 30 minutes. Yes! You have been promoted to a martyr. Don't worry about it, baby. Don't worry about it. Because he wants to have a conversation with you. Don't even worry about it. He's no longer with us. I haven't heard from him since. Sister. So boom, right? Because this may end up being like 3 videos. I'm telling y'all, this crash out was epic. Of grand, epic exposure. Do you understand what I'm saying? So Iran, they still on one. They go to, because they hear that Great Britain called themselves trying to get involved. Oh yeah? They run down to Cyprus. They send the drones. Fly to the Bumblebee. Send the drones, a whole pack of them motherfuckers. Straight to Great Britain's, their air base they got in Cyprus. Rock out. But I mean back to back. It had to be like 10 of them motherfuckers. Rock out. That shit gone. Then they said, where that bitch at? Goes to Tel Aviv. Rock out. Blows up the Ben Gurion airport. Did not tell you bitches it was coming. Did not tell y'all it was coming. Rock out. No flights. None. They said, where the fuck y'all think y'all going? I'm just getting started. Get your ass back here. No flights. Whole motherfucking shit shut down. Then they go over to strategic areas, baby. They done did over 100 missile strikes in Tel Aviv alone. They had one particular building that intelligence was happening at, not the Messiah headquarters. It was this particular building. I'm gonna put it right there. Blew the whole bitch up. Blew the seams, the beams, and things up off that motherfucker. I mean, the roof is gone. Everything is gone. Oh my God, they done peeled that motherfucking cat back blue, bitch. Then that's not all, because again, you gotta remember they outside. They crashing the fuck out. You better not even say. It's kind of like your mama after when she on her period, and the light bill due, and your daddy ain't shit, and she already going through a lot of shit right now, and you done broke something in her house, and she on one. You know what I'm saying? She on one. That's kind of like what's happening outside right now. And the last thing you want to do is even say anything or be seen. That's what's going on. So Saudi Arabia was popping their shit yesterday, and they was talking big shit, right? Saudi Arabia tries to link up with Oman and them, and they're like, yeah, because we don't like what you doing, and we have the right to respond. And Iran goes, oh yeah? Watch this. Goes to the fucking refinery. Aramco blows the whole bitch up. Respond to these nuts, nigga. You got something else to say? I didn't fucking think so. And they shut right the fuck up, too. They shut up. Instead, Saudi Arabia went back and blamed Donald Trump. It was like, now see, this is the shit I'm talking about. I told you not to give me a phone to this shit because I gotta live with these niggas. No, Saudi Arabia, no. You're not gonna go and turn around and go crying on live television and blaming Donald Trump when you willingly was a traitor. You did it numerous times. No. Now you crying on live television. I swear to God, they was crying on CNN talking about, yeah, because Donnie said he was gonna protect us. He said he was gonna protect us. And oh, I forgot to tell you, Donnie can't protect them because Iran blew up not only Israel's the air defense systems, the THAAD and Patriot system, the same system they tried to strong arm Turkey and Erdogan into getting in. Turkey was like, If Hamas was able to fuck that system up and Hezbollah was able to fuck it up, Iran gonna blow that bitch out the fucking water. And that's exactly what Iran did, right? So not only did they destroy Israel's Patriot and THAAD air defense missile systems, but they destroyed Saudi Arabia's too. Fucked it up. It's a no-go. Saudi Arabia had to go back and they had to clear out all their other oil refineries because they like, y'all niggas y'all better duck, okay? Because he got the gun. They got the gun. I don't got the gun, but they got the gun. They got the gun and they about to get to shooting. Y'all niggas better duck, okay? Get from around there quick. And then decided to go on live and was like, oh yeah, because why they only worried about Israel's air defense systems? They're supposed to be worried about ours too. They're supposed to be helping us out too. That's what you said, Frank. That's what you said. So now Saudi Arabia crying and shit. But bitch, it's not all. Stay tuned because there's a lot more going on outside and this shit get wickeder. Iran is quite literally crashing the fuck out. No. All I heard was, oh my mama, y'all got me fucked up. On AT.
Child, she is hilarious.
Okay, so bitch, let's get back into it because this shit is wicked. Y'all not gonna believe what the fuck happened, what's going down, and the teas and the kikis from overseas, okay? Now, if you just joining, hey, I'm your host, I've got us from Divine News Network, here to bring you the geopolitics and the kikis from overseas. We have a $400 goal that we are trying to reach. If you can, send it over to the PayPal and the GoFundMe that's happening. PayPal would be preferred, honestly. If I'm being real with y'all, it would be preferred. It would be preferred. Send your donations over to the PayPal, okay? Let's go. All right, so let's get back. It's for the website. Let's get back into it, okay? So boom. Iran outside shaking the whole motherfucking room. Hezbollah on the back end. They rock out. I'm in your shit. You know what I'm saying? They in that shit. So they blowing up parts of Mount Hebron. Just trust me when I say this. Hezbollah in their fucking shit and they ain't playing around, okay? So they holding it down on the back end, right? So boom, Iran outside, they still ish.
Yeah.
I told y'all bitches, I'm like that. Ish to Saudi Arabia, right? So out of nowhere, they saying, where that other bitch at? UAE goes, no, oh my God, no, like you already blew our shit up. And they said, I'm not fucking done. I'm not done. Spins the block. Bitch spins spin that bitch so quick. You understand what I'm saying? The damn hub kept spun off the car and kept going, but they was on UAE. They trying to run and shit. They ran over to the UAE. Blackout. Wow. To the buildings in UAE. Knocked over some shit in Jordan on the way. I'm telling you, they fucking everything up in sight. Everybody and their mama can get it. They said everybody can go down. Since you motherfuckers thought I was playing, I'm about to show you how we really get down. I'm about to remind y'all who the real Persian Empire was. And I was like, don't do it, don't do it. In the background, right? So Abbas turns around, looks at me through his glasses. And I was like, no, you're right. I don't even know why I said that. Proceed. Do your baddest. Oh my God. So boom, they roll up in UAE. Out of nowhere, Amazon warehouse on fire. Fucks up the whole Amazon data. Mind you, this the warehouse that's housing the entire data for the Middle East. The whole Middle East sector. Rock out. That's why I said they building shit. They think they building shit in Palestine. And the same thing you think you building, just like the Tower of Babel, rock out. Can be torn right the fuck down in one moment. Now, because you made the wrong move, they done blew the whole damn warehouse up. All the data and the information, you better hope that shit was back the fuck up on files, bitch. Because that shit, it's crispier than no bitch. It's crispier than an Israeli skin in the summertime. You hear me? So, boom. Girl, okay? They in Dubai just hitting shit. Rah, 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 rah. I'm in your shit. Rah, rah, rah. I'll be back. I ain't done, bitch. I'll be back. Gave them some time to, collect their thoughts and clean themselves up a little bit because they finna spin the bliss again. Now, while all this shit going down, the United Nations, America, NATO, all of them is sitting back watching. Germany literally begging Iran, bitch, please, please, you gotta let this shit go. And they say, I ain't let shit go. I ain't let shit fucking slide. You niggas wanted to see me, now you got to see me. And they outside, making shit shake for real, right? So, Israel, they ain't been done picking their fucking jaw up off the floor. They have yet to pick that shit just dangling. The whole fucking jaw just dangling, right? They still laid, sprawled the fuck out. They don't know what to do. Out of nowhere, President Herzog does a press conference. Now, previously, Benjamin Netanyahu was supposed to do this press conference, but it got canceled. They never said nothing why. But then my account got banned because I had said that some Smash Nation plans was coming down the pipeline, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, so it must be accurate, mind you. But at the time, mind you, it was unconfirmed, right? It was unconfirmed, and that was at the time that Donald Trump was getting on the plane. He was supposed to be leaving. Then an hour later, he comes back, and they was like, "Well, I thought you was leaving. I thought you was leaving for safety concerns. You cleared your whole schedule and everything." So me putting the pieces together, I'm like, "Oh, he probably already gone. He egghead. He probably, I don't know. I don't know if it's true. They haven't confirmed it, but the way you acting, my guy, it might be true. Now, if it's true, then that means that they will start fighting one another internally, right? Right. So out of nowhere, Donald Trump gets to fussing and cussing and starts cussing out Pete Hegseth because he like, what the fuck wrong with y'all? He gets to point the finger at different people in his party. Now, usually in the movies, when this shit happens, it's because they done got somebody and the other person know that it's only a matter of time before he gets you and all your fofos, right? So I'm clocking T. That's when my shit got banned. I'm like, I'm on a motherfucking money, bitch. I got to be, bitch. Out of nowhere, Isaac Herzog does the press conference and he crying on live. Talking about, they breaking international laws. They doing all this. Typical Israeli shit. You start some shit and get mad because somebody else finished that motherfucker. Then out of nowhere, Pete Hegseth does an interview this morning and he's saying similar shit. He like, we didn't start this war. We ain't start this war, but we gonna see it through. We gonna see it through. Pause. That don't sound really confident to me. It sounded to me like y'all about to get y'all ass whooped. And y'all know keep Iran finna slash and dash, holding your ass, and you scared now. Y'all all acting real scary, real unfamiliar, real suspicious. If you ask me, it seems like there's a little bit of animosity coming from the other side of the conversation that you just don't want to talk about. Care to share with the class? No? Okay, let's keep going. So boom, out of nowhere, Marco Rubio gets on scene. He like, we didn't start this war. We don't understand why Iran is why they doing this, But then I end up finding out that Turkey and Pakistan done band together and was like, we stand with Iran. Anything you need, we're at your disposal. Now, North Korea done already called yesterday and was like, listen, I got that stuff. You need that shit? And they said, I need that Amazon Prime, right? I find out this morning that the reason why they end up bombing up that Amazon warehouse is because they had to go pick up that package. They grabbed the package Rakow blew that bitch the fuck up on the way out like they was in an American Spy movie. Oh, these niggas is tough. Oh, they are not the ones to fuck with. So you done retrieved your shit and got the fuck going. Okay, I'll fuck with it, Iran. I'll fuck with it. But check, peep game. China, they done locked in. They in position because they already know what America finna do. America gonna try to start some shit with Taiwan to cause another distraction. But China was already waiting in the windows, waiting for a bitch to jump, waiting for a bitch to get froggy. So now they on America's ass, and they already started demobilizing their soldiers. And by the time America got anywhere near their positions and started making phone calls, the soldiers was already waiting there. We been waiting on you at the door, bitch. What's up? Let's do this. So now they clearing out the whole fucking Middle East. Anything American and Israeli, clearing that bitch. They clearing the scene. The whole time, everybody on the back end, Turkey, Pakistan, Hezbollah, don't worry, we gonna get to the Houthis, because that's a whole nother story, bitch. It's going down. The Houthis, as well as China, Russia, the air, all the niggas is in motion. And they ready for whatever. Meanwhile, Iran is having the biggest crash out we've seen yet in history yet. They running through niggas. They running through motherfuckers. They go to Oman. They blowing shit up in Oman. Oh, I heard y'all motherfuckers was saying that y'all didn't think that I deserved to do whatever I need to do. Oh, okay, say less. Rakow starts bombing shit in Oman. Bitch, I ain't hear you. Speak a little louder. Speak a little louder next time. How about you teach your niggas how to squabble since you so mad with your mad ass? So basically, everybody getting it. I ain't never in my life seen a country take on 12 countries all at one time and win. You ever heard a bitch say that I'm so mad right now I can fight a whole football field full of niggas and win? That's Iran. But like, they fighting like a whole region full of countries right now. Like the shit that Israel thought they was, Iran really is that. And I've been saying that from the beginning, and I don't know why y'all didn't believe me. But now that y'all seeing it yourself in real time, the shit that Israel thought it was, Iran really is that. They're literally fighting like 12, 13 countries at one time, and they're whooping ass. You understand what I'm saying? They running through ass. They ripping tracheas out. They slashing and dashing. They bitch, I'm not the fucking one. Oh my God. It has not stopped. It has not stopped. They not letting nobody come up for air. I don't know how they moving that fast. I don't know how they here, there, everywhere, all at the same time. But bitch, that ain't all. They at sea, running it up. Now, mind you, America got a couple licks in. I ain't gonna hold you, girl. They got a couple licks in. But for what Iran is doing right now, them little licks ain't shit compared to how they finna turn this bitch inside out. Stay tuned, because we got a little bit more to go. And I know y'all like, damn, there's more. Bitch, there's more. There's more. Okay, so boom, bitch, let's get back into it, because this shit is wicked, y'all.
Yesterday, Iran said that if they keep effing around, and this one I was like, Trump keep going, but just make sure y'all know where Mar-a-Lago is at. Iran said, y'all keep messing around, we're gonna hack into the system and give everybody, all the American people, 800 credit scores, and we're knocking out all mortgage, all systems. Everybody's mortgage for their houses will be paid off. The loans, everything. Keep going, Trump, but Iran. We here. Because he said he don't want to mess with the American people. He just want Trump. That's what he said. Gonna give all Americans an 800 score. Come on with it, Cletus. They still love it. Come on with it, Cletus. Just don't bomb us. Oh yeah, so it is a. Look at that. Oh gosh, I don't even know. She says it's a strawberry. I don't know. It tastes like. Yeah, it is good. This is what my daughter just brought me for my birthday. Crumble cookie. You ever had cookies from there? When they bought this place here. Yeah. Well, let me get them out the screen because I'm not sponsored. But yeah, that's what they had said. I said, oh my gosh, they gonna do what? Man, Trump keep coming. Child, because all this is unnecessary for America. And so, what is his name? Netanyahu? Whatever. America over there fighting on behalf of him, and he done left. He left. He fled the country. Yeah. Putin pulled out and pulled all his soldiers out. And now you got America over there still fighting. We losing people, losing their life and everything like that. And these two people, where's Putin? Child, see, this is what I don't do on politics. It is a lot, but okay, let's get back into what she's saying, because maybe that's why because I'm like, why don't she just come like to YouTube or something? Netanyahu, yeah, he left. And why she'll just come, because I guess they been messing with her channels and stuff like that. She said it took her so long to upload a video, but that video that we watched, the second one. So let's see what else she got.
Yahoo done finally came out of he done finally crawled out of his little cave in his little hole, and basically took a look around and was like, oh fuck. The sound of his voice, he sound depressed. Baby, he sound stressed. Baby, he sound pressed like a fresh set. You understand what I'm saying? Bitch, they said I was watching that newscast, they said that shit in Tel Aviv and Israel, it looked worse than when radio fucked up his house after his mama died. I'm sorry, don't cancel me. They said it looked bad out there. They said when Iran did it, it went bad. And basically, bitch, when Netanyahu was in the hole crying like, fuck you and your mama, bitch. You embarrassing the fuck out of me right now. Pause. You embarrassed yourself, girl. Like, you're embarrassing yourself. Like, what do you mean? What are you saying? What do you mean? So unfortunately, y'all, he's still with us. Anyways, it's up to God. It's in God's hands at this time, because Iran ain't done. They ain't done getting busy. They ain't done with the business. You understand what I'm saying? So boom. Basically, what's going down is Iran, in the midst of them going Hulk smash on everything. I mean, they Wreck-It Ralphing the fuck out of the place. They Wreck-It Ralphing everything, running up and through shit like they the road runner. Bitch, they done ran up in Bahrain, destroyed one of the towers. Eesh. You don't need that shit. They done ran back and destroyed Beersheba. They done worse than what it already was, girl. Israel ain't had no time to rebuild. And they up in there destroying more. Oh my God. Now, in the meantime, between some of squeeze time, Israel was doing some serious airstrikes on southern Lebanon. And I done talked to the locals in Lebanon. They said, girl, we don't give a fuck. We master builders. Do you not understand who we are? Descendants of the great Phoenicians. We will build that shit again. We just need them to stop, okay? So basically, they see what happened in Lebanon, and rest in peace to anybody that was killed, unfortunately, and that was martyred as a result of what's going on in the regional tensions in the area. However, they getting down. You know what I'm saying? They getting that lick back. They getting it back. I can assure you that. They whooping ass. I mean, bitch, Netanyahu, like, he was about to cry on camera. Like, his bottom lip was quivering and everything. And I was like, damn. Not you on camera trying to squeeze out a tear, BB. Then turned around and called, quite literally called, I'm sorry, not y'all gagging me in the middle of me trying to tell y'all the story. Then turned around and quite literally called Tehran a bunch of tyrants. You bunch of tyrants, a bunch of terroristic tyrants. I fucking hate you bitches. Which is basically key for you getting your ass whooped. They served it up on a silver platter. You get your ass whooped. They fucking you up. Now, that's not the best part, bitch. Lock in, twin. Because this where the story takes a quick turn, okay? Okay, so boom. Israel and America, they chit-chatting. They trying to figure out how they gonna fix this shit. Like, how we could, like, come on. Donnie, he ended up getting seen, you know what I'm saying? Like, cussing Pete Hegseth the fuck out. They arguing, they fighting, they tussling. It's your fault. No, it's your fault. Then Donnie goes and blames it on somebody else. Donnie says, I don't give a fuck. Make it enough. Get your ass outside and fix this shit, Pete. So Pete goes on loud, starts threatening Iran. Pause. Leave that there. Donnie and them go back to the office. They get to making phone calls. They call friends. Hey, get the shit. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Get your ass outside. Get a cruiser. Get all the stuff. Pack that heat, my nigga. We got to go outside. We got to see them because they making us look bad right now. I'm so pissed. France was like, I told you not to do this. Like, he was like, shut the fuck up and get your ass outside with your scary ass. So then hung up the phone, which... Yeah, France, you are scary. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, you's a scary asshole. History has proven that y'all usually don't show up until the last possible second and then be like, yeah, we did it. Anywho, then they pick up the phone, they call over Greece. They call over Cyprus first. Cyprus, ain't answering it. Bitch, I know you ain't calling me. Cyprus looked at the call, saw it on the call log and said, turned their phone right off. So Donnie gets mad, he gets pissed, ends up calling over to Greece. Greece goes, yeah. They was like, oh, you got that shit? All right, meet me on the fucking field, okay? They like in the field or in the sea. And Donnie was like, you heard what the fuck I said, okay? Grab 2 of them damn vessels, grab a bunch of your fighter jets, meet me outside. We gotta go into some shit real quick, okay? So then Greece, they send 2 of their aircraft carriers, okay? Because they ready to go to war, but this Greece that we talking about, bitch, we know you gonna lose. Like, if America calling you right now, that means that everybody else got their ass whooped, including the UAE, whose thought system also no longer works, right? Boom. So everybody's thought system and Patriot system, which is their air defense mechanism, which basically blocks Iran's missiles from coming, are broken. Do you know why? Because Iran's hypersonic ballistic missiles are so fucking strong. You know that it's going through the air. They're going so fucking fast that the radars can't even stop it. That's what they were trying to tell you when they said I will slap fire out of your ass. I mean, when those missiles touched down, it sounded like 2 steaks slapping together. Oh my God. Just fuck right in your ear. But it fucked everything up. It fucked everything up for blocks. Blocks be fucked up. I mean everything. Ripped and beams and seams and windows and bitch. It disintegrates everything in its path. You hear me? It literally, it's the worst thing ever. So they destroyed everybody's Patriot system. Erdogan is happy as shit. He laughing in the background. Ha nigga. Y'all trying to get me to get up on that system and I wasn't going for it, bitch. So boom. They end up telling Greece, get your ass outside. Greece, they on the way. Iran, I know this bitch don't think that they finna play with me like that. Y'all niggas trying to see me? You trying to see me at sea? Okay, say less. Gets on the phone. Hey, Ansarella. Ansarella answers. Don't even say less, boss. I see them on the radar. All out of nowhere, I'm watching everything go down. I'm in the background trying to shut the fuck up because Abbas, he looked over his glasses at me and he wanted to backslap shit out of me. So I learned to shut the fuck up and just be a fly on the wall sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up. Just shut up. So I'm literally looking around like, oh my God, this is getting worse by the second. Out of nowhere, all you hear is, we ready. We ready. We ready for y'all. None other than the Houthis pulling up to the fucking sea, bitch. Now, if y'all remember if you know what I know, Yemen is not the one to fuck with. You understand what I'm saying? I know I keep saying that, but I've been right every time. I've been right, y'all. I've been right. So, Greece done already lost to the Houthis in the worst way possible. I mean, they still got shit that's under the sea. Like, literally, at the floor of the sea. Because Yemen done sunk their shit before, okay? They done already gone upside of their head before. Hear me out, okay? The Houthis are on their way. And they ready to fuck shit up. Over 10 years. Over 10 years of America and America's allies and their fofos bullying the shit out of Yemen, stealing their money, stealing their food. Oh, they ready to get up out your ass. They done called the big dogs, none other than our ghetto cousins, who always ready. They stay fucking ready. So now they in the middle of the ocean, and they have now reiterated for the 3rd time, don't you bring your ass in the Strait of Hormuz or in the Red Sea, or it's up for you. I need you to know that. They end up saying, France, bitch, I'm looking at you. Yeah, I know you see me. And France was like, I never even, who told you that I never even sent no vessel. Like, I just told Donald that I was going to, but I ain't gonna really do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we good, right? Like, we ain't never had no issues. We ain't never had no beef. And then out of nowhere, here come the UK trying to butt themselves into the conversation. I mean, yeah, because, like, we ain't no beef with you. You ain't no beef with us. We ain't really trying to tussle with you right quick. We just don't agree with what y'all doing. And Answer Brother was like, oh, I guess you just trying to run your mouth. You ain't trying to get down. You ain't trying to fuck around. You are not trying to get down. And France was like, but I never said that. And they was like, shut the fuck up. Don't you bring your ass over here. You understand what I'm saying? Because you bring your ass over here, we ain't taking no survivors. You got me? And he was like, all right, like, we, okay, like, you don't have to yell. It's not that deep. Like, it's really not. So, France, they said, I ain't coming. No. America then finds out that this going down, calls up Spain. Hey, can I catch Spain? Says, no, hell no, fuck no, no, them niggas is mad, okay? You, no. And they was like, all right, just let me get my shit. Let me get my shit then, because Spain and America, they arguing. They like, let me get my shit. Let me get my shit. So Spain says, here, take your fucking fighter jets and get the fuck on. Here. Don't tell them that you came over here and that I gave you your fighter jets. They ain't even belong to me. Them fighter jets didn't even belong to me. I was just holding them for a friend. Take your shit, get the fuck on. We don't want nothing to do with it. Actually, you smart, Spain. You smart. Stay tuned, because there's a lot more to go. So Benjamin Netanyahu done finally came out of his, he done finally crawled out of his little cave in his little hole.
Chill. Oh, okay, so she got the money. Okay. You know what I saw was so sad? Did y'all see the female basketball player that was roaming around by herself trying to find a safe house? She finally made it in a safe house. But then, was it Iran or I think I want to say it's Iran. They started blowing up the bunkers. So the bunkers that the people is in underground, they had some type of weapons that was able to go into the bunker. Now, she wasn't in the bunker last time I checked. I gotta check and see where she is. But it's a sad thing. Did you even think before this? She out there playing basketball in Israel. And as of this morning, she was still alive. She had checked in this morning. I haven't, been on here to see if she is and what are your thoughts about the man from Senegal that allegedly unalived those people? We're not buying that. I'm not buying. So, ain't no Muslim walking around with no shirt on that says property of Muslims, of property of Allah. So that was a distraction. And I'm wondering who paid that guy to go there and do what he did. If anything, you will see the writing in Arabic, maybe, but that's not how that religion gets down. I don't even care if it's younger people or stuff like that. Like
the Persian Empire got you stressed, ain't it? They got you stressed. What is that on your neck? Not you breaking out in hives. Not you breaking out in hives, wig. They got your ass stressed. Got you stressed, baby. You didn't get time to tell you they were stressed. Yeah. Y'all is stressed the fuck out. Hold on, let's take a closer look at that. Well, damn.
Yeah, I was just what it did.
I know hives when I see it though. You been scratching at that. They had you stressed since last night. That's scabbed up and everything. They got you stressed. All right. I'm not here to just mess with y'all. I'm not here to just tease you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here to just laugh in your face. So Donnie and them, they in the background trying to figure out what the fuck going on and why their shit not working. Long story short, he done already cussed out everybody in his administration to see what the fuck going on. Then he ended up calling over to Qatar and to UAE, because they trying to figure out how can they salvage this situation. UAE and Qatar are privately pressing allies to convince President Trump to scale back the U.S. military action against Iran and pursue quick diplomacy. Why? Because you see why. We're literally watching it. But in case you didn't know, I'm going to show you exactly why they're really pressing for diplomacy. So Donald Trump cursed out Pete Hegseth. Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump decided they wanted to throw out some more threats and throw out some more shit. Oh yeah, we ain't going down like this, woo. Even though we know, like, bitch, you going down because Iran is outside. Bow, 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 bow. Bow. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really peeling that cat back blue outside. No apologies. With no effort. They outside having a field fucking day. They said, welcome to the Persian Empire. Now I tried to tell you niggas, don't say that I ain't never tell you. Y'all thought I was lying. Cause I'm a little bit theatrical, just a little animated. But I might tell you a little jokey joke, bitch, but I never tell you a lie. Yes, them Persians ain't the one, bitch. They ain't the one. They ain't the one or the two or the three. And I tried to tell y'all, hold on though. So Donnie, he starts throwing out threats. I don't even know why Abbas responded. Honestly, they ended up finding out that the previous president that they assumed they assassinated, he's alive. Like, he's alive. Not KK, but the previous president. Let me show you. I want to say his name, but I'm going to definitely... I might bite my tongue trying to say it. I'm not even going to hold you. I'll be so embarrassed, y'all. However, I'm grateful he's still alive. Alhamdulillah, he's still here. Glory be to God. Allahu Akbar. Let's keep it moving. So they pissed off that, we done gave up this thing saying that we this, that, and the third, da, 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 da. What you're watching is evil in the middle of figuring out that they're not going to win. Bottom line, so what they're going to do, they're going to do everything they can. They're going to cry, whine, beg, plead, scream, woo. Let's keep going. So Donnie gets the bump of his gums. He's trying to bait Iran into an argument. Again, I don't know why they responded, but they did. I fought with Iran, so I'm going to follow up through what you do. I'm in the background listening to Abbas literally cuss Donald Trump the fuck out, right? So basically what ended up happening is they get the argument, they exchange words, throwing licks. XYZ element of P, right? Donnie said, but you ain't finna see my light forces. You ain't finna see my Delta forces on the ground in hand-to-hand combat. You ain't really trying to see my niggas outside for real. And I said, not too much on that N-word. Because what you doing? What you doing? You thought because Black History Month ended a couple days ago that I wasn't going to check that shit? And Abbas was like, no, but just like, who the fuck is he talking to? You know what I'm saying? Like, watch them N-words for real. So, boom. So President Trump basically was like, oh, if need be, I send all my homies over there and come squash this shit for real. If you really try to squash it, meet me in the fucking field. And Abbas said, now you talking my language. Period, Abbas, because I knew you was always going to look out for the cookout. I knew he was looking out for the niggas. And me and Abbas ain't take that N-word too lightly. So just know that. Just know that, okay? Iran says it will send troops to Israel. We will fight both physically and with ballistic missiles. That's the field that they talking about. He said, if I need to, I'll get down and dirty. I'll get busy with you in the field and get active and free all of Palestine. Wrap this whole motherfucking shit up. To which I said, period! 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 Okay? But I can't get too hyped. But I'm like, period! Right? And he was like, and I don't know what the fuck Pete over there is saying. So I'm like, Pete, he ends up banging the phone, right? So boom. I'm in the background Millie rocking this shit. Cause I'm like, hey, they about to fuck you up, bitch. They about to get in your shit, right? So I was go Godiva. I'm like, huh? He like, come here. I'm like, what'd I do? What I did? I did too much. It was the N-word shit, huh? And he was like, no, come here. Tell America I said. I was like, but what did I do? He was like, Godiva. Tell America I said that they can mind their damn motherfucking business, bitch. And basically, like if y'all want war, I'm gonna bring it to your doorstep. But he said it way more colorful than that, right? So I'm sitting there like, oh shit, like that's a crazy ass goddamn threat that he throwing out there. So I said, okay, so mind your motherfucking business. And if you want war, I'll bring it to your doorstep. I can say it the way you said it. And he said, Godiva, tell him what I said. I said, no, but I heard you though. But I can say it the way you said it. And he said, say it the way I said it. So, Okay, all right, okay. Then I was just making sure, right? So this message is for Pete Hegseth, Donald Trump, and Pete Hegseth alone. He heard what the fuck you said.
As the president warned, an effort of this scope will include casualties.
You said that, Pete. Remember you said
War is
that.
hell, and always will be.
You sure did say that.
A grateful nation honors the 4 Americans we have lost thus far and those injured. The absolute best of America.
Okay.
May we prosecute the remainder of this operation in a manner that honors them. No apologies,
Child,
no hesitation.
Over here in a minute.
Epic fury for them and the thousands of Americans before them taken too soon by Iranian radicals.
But they would still be here. Y'all
As the
didn't
president
even
warned,
know
an effort
that.
of this scope will include casualties. War is hell, and always will be. A grateful nation honors the 4 Americans we have lost thus far and those injured. The absolute best of America. May we prosecute the remainder of this operation in a manner that honors them. No apologies, no hesitation, epic fury for them and the thousands of Americans before them.
So Iverson gang said, Iran said that they heard what you said, and they sent me to give you the response. They said, mind your damn business, bitch. And if you want war and you want hell, well, welcome to Armageddon, mother. That is 600 missiles being shot directly at Iran. Mind your business next time. Just mind your business. Wait for it.
No, baby. No!
Please!
Are we dangerous here? Yeah, we're dangerous. Oh my God! Oh dear!
Are you filming?
Yes, I'm filming.
I think we are dead.
Wow.
They meant that.
Let's go
meant
down.
that. They meant that. They meant that. The Persian Empire got you stressed, ain't it? They got you stressed. What is that on your neck? You break out in hives.
I don't want to see his neck no more. We saw that already. Child, he is breaking out in hives, child.
Iran said that they heard what you said, and they sent me to give you the response.
Oh, she did it again.
They said, mind your damn business, bitch. And if you want war and you want hell, well, welcome to Armageddon, mother. That is 600 missiles being shot directly at Iran.
What the?
Crazy.
Shit!
Mind your business next time. Just mind your business.
What?
Wait for it.
Oh shit! No, baby. No!
Please! Are we dangerous here?
Yeah, we're dangerous. Oh my God! Oh dear!
Are you filming?
Yes, I'm filming.
I think we are dead.
Let's go.
They meant that.
Let's go
meant
down.
that. They meant that. They meant that. Iran said that they heard what you said,
Oh, so she just
and
did
they
it.
sent me to give you the response. Mind your damn business, bitch. And if you want war and you want hell, well, welcome to Armageddon, mother.
Oh my gosh. So I just showed that. So
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me.
girl, when was that? I hope that wasn't recently. Oh no, this is September 23rd. So she got an MBA. All right, so that is all the news I think that she has for today and for right now. But she is definitely one to follow because, baby, the way she delivers the news, it's the way you can understand it. And even though she's animated, she might be working on because she reached the goal to start her news channel. So I guess she's taking it to a it seems like she's going on building a website because I guess like they're messing with her posts and I know her TikTok they had took her TikTok down or whatever. But you have a lot of people that tune in to her to get the news. Because she's giving the truth and they trying to figure out where she getting her news from. And you hear her say they called her. She is funny as heck. But I ran into her and I'm like, okay, I love her. And so she sure enough, a lot of people wanted to see her get her own Star News channel. So that's what she's doing. And congratulations to her. This is her news channel, the DVN. I guess that's Divine News Network, but she removed the I, both eyes. So I love her. And so that's where, I keep checking her, and there's the other guy with the bonnet. And he will go at the end of all his videos. He's another one that's actually interesting to watch. But he doesn't just do the war, he does like everything that's going on with them. So I love that for her. I think I want to what time is it? 6:00. Maybe I'll come back and do I gotta see how I'm feeling because I really wanted to. I had that story all ready to go yesterday, and it was just I couldn't believe it. I'm like, where is the sound? So I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'll just try and just I'll do it live versus making a video because that was a whole mess. I said I done sat up here and and record it. Yeah, she graduated with an MBA, but I think that was in September of 2025. So yes, and now she is started. She's started. With little grassroots donations, so she can start the news station that she wants. So always glad to see that. And so what I didn't put up here is how you can support the channel. You can support the channel for free by subscribing, joining the membership, or you can donate to SurvivorSpeaks on Chime or SurvivorSpeaks, the number 2, the letter U on CashApp, or you can join the membership. Another thing that you can do if the hype button shows at the end of the live or whatever, well, you have to scroll over and that's another way to support the channel for free. I am doing a birthday campaign for myself. I think I did have the information up. I'm just asking for $1 or more if you have it. Because I'm celebrating 18 plus years. It's my birthday today, but I'm celebrating 18 plus years. also as a breast cancer survivor. So I do the comment was pinned to the top. Um, Thank you to everybody that have donated thus far. Let me just go over here and make sure. Um, I didn't. No, I had nothing else in here. I think I got Nessa last time. All right, yeah. Make sure nothing is over in Chime. Mm-mm-mm. No, I don't think so. No. Okay. So there's nothing else over here. So those are all ways that you can donate to the channel. And let me just show y'all real quick some stuff that I have worked on. Some new things that I have, like I have some new graphics for the show. So we will always be Survivor Nation, but the rebranding, we're going to be the Public Justice Circle. So the moderators can update whatever you guys have accordingly. The Public Justice Circle, and basically, we're Survivor Nation, but the Public Justice Circle is just basically. I think I'm gonna just leave that as a. I gotta think about that again. So, but because I'm so used to saying Survivor Nation, so and now I really do, and I think I showed y'all this graphic yesterday. So also, yeah, that is another thing that I worked on. And we have this too as a backdrop or whatever. I can use it in the back of videos, whatever have you. And so I am loving all of the new graphics and things. And I will still be making more changes accordingly. And because the supporters here, if you are a member, support me. Oh, let me, while I'm here, because I will forget. So yeah, I couldn't do this without the supporters. Hold on. What is that? Is that something new? Like they've been making so many changes. Oh, okay. So that's how. Now I gotta figure out how if I'm not doing like I don't even know how to put the comments on if I'm not, but from a streaming platform, I don't know. So yes, we're here. We are. So let's see who is just drop 5 members. And let's see. Is anybody be over here? I guess these are people that they watch the replay. I don't choose them. Actually, YouTube chooses the Purple Paradox Lady Trucker, the Bushes said, Keisha Jones, Finesse Jones, and Texas Rose received memberships to the channel. And welcome. If any of you guys watch this on the replay, I'm sure you probably won't watch it to this. We've been here for 3 hours. And but yeah, I just had to get a little vulnerable today and let you guys know what I've been going through so that you guys can keep me on my toes, because even though I'm good with it, everything that's going on, yeah, YouTube gives you memberships. They give 10 memberships every month to give out, but we don't get to select who. They just randomly select people that either they don't have to be in live either. Like, so if you interact with the channel, and you have your membership thing on, they just randomly select the people. But then you have other members that pay to get the membership, so we have no control over that. I wish they would give us. You know what? I'm gonna send them that suggestion. I do understand. But not that. I mean, we could suggest things. But it's up to them whether they really, really take the suggestion to heart. So I'm going to I can suggest it, but if the other content creators are not, probably if it's not too many people that have that suggestion, maybe if I'm over in because I have some content creators where I'm some other channels that I watch, and maybe I will put that in the um suggestion and ask them, like, we should, I think that we should suggest that to YouTube, that we're grateful for the memberships that we get every month to give out to our subscribers. But is there any way they can just give them to us and let us select the people that actually come and are in the chat? um or I know some people that strictly catch my watch my videos on the replay. So but but I know who they are, though, so that's just the thing. So that would be something where you get 10 a month. And so yeah, it probably could do, like, an alternate situation with the people that actually come into the live, and actually definitely the moderators. We should be able to give them a membership if they moderate for the channel. So that's something also that I'm going to suggest both. Like, can it's just a suggestion. I'm just I'm just asking what the people want to know, because it doesn't matter whose chat you in. That's always a question that people ask, and I always feel bad because you have members that join, and then you have people that are in your chat, and then they don't get the membership. So, and then I know people that haven't been over here in a while, but because they interacted with the channel before, and they get a membership, but they don't even come over here. So I'm gonna ask them, because I do think that we should definitely be able to give our moderators a membership monthly, and then whatever's left, we can distribute to the people that show up in the chats more often than others. So I think that is a good suggestion to me. Who knows? Who knows what they'll say? It's worth the try. So I'll send a suggestion up, and then I'll also go over to Quality, because he just hit, like, I don't know, I haven't been in his chat in like 2 or 3 days. But Quality, he's funny. He's a reaction channel, but he does comedy too. He's very funny. So yeah, I think he hit like 30 something thousand or something like that members. And so yeah, so I would tell him to send an email, and some of the other people that I know. But then you have some of the bigger YouTube channels that's probably like, I don't got time for that. I got so many members over here. But believe it or not, even with him having like 30,000 members, I think he either hit 25 or 30K, something like that. He knows who's in his chats. Because you interact with the people in the chat. So yeah, I'm going to. So Rosetta, you just had oh yeah, you are already a member. So yeah, you had sent out your thing the other day. So yeah, I'm going to ask them now, because I think that it's. But then yeah, like I said, the bigger content creators, they ain't going to be. They're not going to be, or maybe they can just do a feature, like, where okay, so you're getting 10, and you can give your moderators membership. So I think that is and then if they want to select the other ones randomly, but at least, yeah, but then they're probably thinking, no, that's not going to work, because people, you don't have a set schedule. You go live when you want to. I don't know, but it's definitely so yeah, well, Well, then let us have control over all of them to see where they go, because we know who's in the audience and who's not. Even if you're somebody that just put up videos, just that post videos and you don't do lives, because some channels do, they still know who's in their watch, who watches their videos, their subscribers, and every time they put up something, they know. So yeah, it's just a thing of you get to know who's who. So because you interact with the channel. But anyway, happy birthday to me. Um, if you get a chance, I think it's on my wall. You should share out my birthday campaign from the community wall. I appreciate that greatly. And so I'm going to get out of here. I may go live again today. And do, because I really wanted to do. Oh gosh, Alashonda Childs. I really wanted to do. Oh my gosh, I had that premiere all recorded, and it's just crazy. I think I'm gonna go in there from here and see if, I don't know, because I don't know what's going on with my cap cut here into the MacBook. I don't know what's going on. Everything looks different from different, depending on where you log on from. So I'm just over it. So either maybe I'll come back and do a live, or if I just need to re-record where there was no sound, I'll go ahead and do that maybe, and just drop it as a premiere. Um, so yeah, I'm not doing anything. I'm doing absolutely nothing. I didn't even go outside today. Doing absolutely nothing. Like, we had like a Red Lobster. I haven't had that in a long time. So, and that's just about it. But I'm not doing anything spectacular. So anyway, y'all know I end the show the same way, and it wouldn't be me if I didn't. So I wanted to thank you so much for that, and thank you for rocking out with us. So yeah, I've been on a roll, y'all. See, I've been on here trying to drop premieres, trying to get back into the swing of things. So you already know. For always, I'm bad. Let me just tell you right now, I'm bad when it comes to like Instagram. I'm bad when it comes there. So when I come there and just send you something, just in case you didn't see that I posted the live, I come and post and do what I need to do and get off there. But I need to start going live over there too. But I don't know. I'm trying to work something out. Work out a schedule or whatever. So and I think I'm in a better headspace like right about now. But every now and then it just yank me and like, listen, you ain't went live, you ain't. But I think I'm on it because I see so many stories that I want to cover, even if that they got no like only a couple people covered these stories, and then there are some really good cases that I've seen. I've seen this girl from New Jersey. She was unalive. That's a sad one too. I'm gonna cover that. Um, she moved with her boyfriend, and the cops felt her. But it's a whole big thing over it. Like, people are disgusting. But that's all I gotta say. But anywho, so it wouldn't be me if I didn't end the show by bringing awareness that men get breast cancer too. Because of the stigma surrounding the word breast, we have changed the word to peck and or chest cancer here on the Survivor Speaks channel. So we're going to keep bringing awareness that men get breast cancer too. And to all of my ladies, please make sure you're getting your mammograms, filling on your boobies to make sure that you are all right. All right. Don't you dare let anyone come into your house and disturb the peace that passes all understanding. I am Survivor Speaks. I'll see you guys in the next live, or the premiere. I'll be in the comments. Thank you and happy birthday. Thank you for everybody that has donated or sent me anything. Once again, I want to thank you again, and thank you for rocking out with me. Peace.
If you have made it to the end of the video, you are the real MVP. So don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.